Justin Bieber's raw confession about his marriage to Hailey Bieber has fans divided. Justin Bieber just said something that could shake not only Hollywood but maybe even his own home. In a moment that no one saw coming, Justin got brutally honest about his marriage to Hailey, and fans are calling it one of his most vulnerable moments ever. He talked about regret, patience, and even confessed that he hasn't always been the best husband. But here's the kicker. What Justin said next left even longtime fans questioning everything they thought they knew about the Biebers. So what really happened during that Twitch stream, and why are people saying this could mark a turning point in his marriage? Stay tuned, because this one gets real. And before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss when Celeb Juices drops the next hot celebrity confession. The moment Justin let his guard down. Justin Bieber, the global superstar who's lived under a microscope since his teens, surprised everyone when he went live on Twitch, of all places. You know, the gaming platform. It started off lighthearted, him chilling with friends, shooting hoops, vibing in the studio. Nothing unusual, until Justin decided to open up in a way we rarely see. In the middle of that casual live, he dropped what fans are now calling a truth bomb. Justin admitted that when it comes to marriage, he's not perfect. He said, and I quote, "Sometimes I can be impatient, even insensitive." And it wasn't a rehearsed PR moment. This was real-time self-reflection. The kind that makes you stop scrolling. What struck fans even more was his tone, calm, but clearly introspective. It was the look of a man realizing, on camera, just how far he's come, and how far he still has to go. But then Justin went even deeper, touching on something we almost never hear from him publicly, faith. He said that even in his flaws, God forgives me, explaining that his faith keeps him grounded and brings him back when he loses his way. That clip spread like wildfire. Overnight, fans and even skeptics were calling it the most human Justin Bieber moment in years. And just when you think that's where the story ends, oh no. What happened next turned this quiet confession into a full-on internet debate. Mini tease. Asterisk because while Justin was spilling truths, Hailey Bieber stayed silent, and that silence spoke volumes. Hailey Bieber's silence, calm or calculated. While Justin was opening up on Twitch, Hailey was keeping things low-key. No comments, no reactions, no social media posts addressing his words. And for anyone who's followed her for years, that's classic Hailey. Controlled, composed, always dignified. In a past interview with Vogue Italia, she talked about how the early months of motherhood were some of the hardest of her life. Between sleepless nights with their baby and constant public speculation, including relentless divorce rumors, she said it took faith, patience, and emotional discipline just to stay focused. So maybe her silence now isn't coldness. Maybe it's her way of protecting peace. After all, the internet has a way of twisting every syllable. Still, fans can't help wondering, is Hailey's quiet strength a sign of maturity, or something deeper brewing behind the scenes? Comment below. Do you think Hailey's silence is a power move, or is she just over the drama? And don't go anywhere, because what Justin said next might actually answer that question. The real meaning behind Justin's words. When Justin spoke about being impatient and insensitive, fans dissected every second. Was he confessing to past mistakes, hinting at tension, or just being transparent? Some fans praised him for being emotionally open. One tweet read, "It takes guts to admit you're flawed, that's growth." Another said, "This is the Justin we've wanted to see, real, reflective, and honest." But not everyone was buying it. Critics argued that leaning on faith as a form of forgiveness might sound like dodging responsibility. Comments like, "You can't just say, 'God forgives me,' and call it growth," flooded his mentions. And that's where the real debate began. Has Justin truly evolved? Or is this another PR moment masked as vulnerability? It's worth remembering that Justin and Hailey's entire relationship has always lived at the crossroads of public curiosity and private struggle. Whirlwind romance, fairytale wedding, and years of internet dissection. Through it all, they've both said their faith is the glue holding it together. Justin once told GQ that finding God changed everything, from his perspective on fame to how he loves his wife. And Hailey has echoed that in multiple interviews, saying spirituality is what keeps them connected beyond the chaos. But while their faith might be their anchor, it hasn't stopped rumors from swirling, and what's coming next could reignite old fires. Fan reactions, theories, and speculation. Once the Twitch clip went viral, social media exploded. TikTokers, fan accounts, even celebrity gossip blogs, everyone had a theory. Some said this was a cry for help from Justin, others believed it was his way of publicly apologizing without saying, sorry. One fan wrote, "He's clearly working through something. You can see it in his eyes." Another joked, "Somebody get this man a marriage counselor and a studio mic at the same time." But then came the wild theories, claims that Hailey's absence from the stream was symbolic, and that she might be setting boundaries while Justin explores a new personal chapter. Of course, none of that is confirmed. But it didn't stop the speculation. And this is where we pause for a second. Because it's easy to forget that behind every viral clip, there are real people, real relationships, and real emotions. Justin and Hailey's story has always been one of extremes: love, criticism, faith, and fame, all colliding in the spotlight. And right now, that spotlight is brighter than ever. Mid-video call to action. If you're still watching, and I know you are, hit that like button. It really helps more people see this video and keeps the Celeb Juices family growing. Plus, drop a comment below, Team Justin or Team Hailey. Who do you think handled this moment better? Mini tease. Asterisk because as this story unfolds, one thing's clear, this isn't just about a Twitch stream. It's about what comes next. Justin's plan to keep streaming regularly could change the game. He told fans he'll be going live, almost every day, meaning we're about to see unfiltered sides of him. Not the curated Instagram posts, not the polished interviews, but the real, off-the-cuff Justin Bieber. That could be both exciting and risky. Because when you let the internet that far into your life, every word, every emotion, gets dissected frame by frame. So what's next? Some insiders believe this new openness could actually strengthen his bond with fans, showing that behind the fame, he's still figuring it out like everyone else. Others think it might cause friction if Hailey prefers to keep their private life private. Either way, the Biebers' story is evolving right before our eyes. A new chapter, more mature, more honest, maybe even more complicated. Because in the end, love under the spotlight isn't about being perfect. It's about staying real, even when the world is watching. So, where does that leave us? Justin Bieber, one of the biggest names on the planet, admitting he's still learning how to love right. Hailey Bieber, staying poised and silent, protecting her peace. Together, still standing, but clearly growing in their own ways. And honestly, that's what makes this story so captivating. It's not about scandal, it's about evolution. But if you think this Twitch confession was the end of Justin's truth-telling era, think again. Word on the street is he's been working on new music inspired by these very reflections, and fans are saying it might be his most personal project since Purpose. Now that's a whole other rabbit hole we're about to dive into in our next video, inside Justin Bieber's mysterious new album, Hidden Messages About Hailey. So don't click away just yet, hit that bell, stay subscribed, and keep those notifications on, because the next episode of Celeb Juices has even more twists waiting for you. Until then, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Justin's confession was brave or strategic? And should Hailey finally respond publicly, or keep doing things her own way? This has been Celeb Juices, where the truth always spills, and the tea never runs out.